Police investigate several shots fired cases in Boone and Cole counties. National Child Passenger Safety Week hits this week, telling parents to buckle up their kids. And Columbia debates a new trash system another mid-Missouri town says it can't live without. KOMU 8 News starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News.
Shots fired in Boone County this afternoon have police in search of the suspect. Good evening, I'm Danielle McCarthy. Those shots were fired on West Sugar Creek Drive in Boone County, right off I-70 westbound. Boone County Sheriff's Department arrived at the scene around 3 this afternoon. The suspect was described as a white male in his 40s with a scruffy beard. KOMU 8's Alex Dunn was at the scene earlier today and has the story behind the shootings. Alex?
Danielle, officers...
Jefferson City police officers are investigating a shooting incident this evening after finding rounds fired into a home. Police responded to the 800 block of Broadway after getting a slew of phone calls about shots being fired. A release from JCPD says no one was injured. A woman who was shot Friday in the parking lot between the stadiums of the Royals and Chiefs in Kansas City remains in the intensive care unit after what police say was an attempted murder-suicide. But a Kansas City police detective says he thinks the woman who was wounded is going to make it. A man suspected of shooting her was found dead in a car with an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. The shooting happened just hours before the Royals played the Angels. 2 men have been charged in the death of a 21-year-old Northwest Missouri State University student. The Nottoway County prosecutor filed the charges Friday against 23-year-old Tony Overland and 31-year-old Kevin Mooney, both of Bethany. Bond for both men has been set at $100,000, and they're scheduled to appear in court Tuesday. The 2 men allegedly killed Tamarkin Smith outside a Maryville bar early Friday morning. A 41-year-old death row inmate will make the case next week that he was wrongly convicted in the 1991 St. Louis area bridge killings of 2 sisters. A judge appointed by the Missouri Supreme Court will hear evidence from Reginald Clemens' attorney this week. The court could decide to throw out Clemens' conviction. Clemens was one of 4 men convicted of murder by a jury that found they had forced 2 sisters and their male cousin to jump off a bridge into the Mississippi River. The Boone County Public Defender's Office says it would limit the number of cases it takes, so some private attorneys in Boone and Callaway counties might have to help reduce the caseload of public defenders. Presiding Judge Gary Oxenhandler told members of the Boone County Bar Association that some attorneys should be prepared to take on pro bono work with criminal defense lawyers. The cases mostly involve misdemeanor criminal violations and probation cases. Child passenger safety starts this week. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children younger than 12. Missouri law requires children under 8 to be in a safety or booster seat until they are 80 pounds or 4'9". A national traffic survey found 75% of parents do not know how to properly use child safety restraints. In 2011, Missouri lost 12 kids under 8 to traffic accidents.
Danielle?
This weekend, we followed up on a story we brought you earlier this month and learned the long-talked-about Tigertown tailgating zone could soon become a reality. One Columbia resident is working to move forward with the plan and told me he should have everything finalized by tomorrow. Just to bring you up to speed on the story, Tigertown would be a designated tailgating area in downtown Columbia with drinks and live music before home football games. The fan zone had been in the works since the beginning of the year, but organizers nixed the proposal in early August, citing a lack of financial support. On September 4th, Columbia resident Andrew Ort told the Columbia City Council he would single-handedly fund the plan, expecting to invest about $50,000 into each tailgate. He says he'll meet with city officials tomorrow to finalize a location for the tailgating zone and get a liquor license. Ort says Tigertown should be up and running by Mizzou's next game, which is October 6th against Vanderbilt. Columbia is still debating whether or not to adopt a new side-loading garbage truck system, but Fulton has had the same system for more than 15 years. KOMU 8's Nick Brennan tells us about the system and why Fulton can't do without it.
KOMU 8 News, Fulton.
Fulton is planning to introduce new front-loading automated trucks to make its trash service fully automated. A diet that keeps you away from the oven. Thanks to celebrities, the raw food diet is getting more popular. But is it just another weight loss scam? KOMU 8's Morgan Stevens tells us what exactly going raw could mean for your health.
Morgan Stevens, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
The American Dietetic Association does not suggest a raw food diet for children or infants. Now, bankruptcy is no baked good, but it's turning local workers sour over sweet jobs. We'll have that story next. A local employer is in a fight with its union, and that has workers worried about their futures. Hostess Brands has filed bankruptcy and is asking union workers to make some pretty big sacrifices. KOMU8's Katie Brennan tells us why local Hostess workers are waiting to find out what happens next.
A walk down Boonville News, Boonville.
Hostess sent this comment to KOMU8 News. We respect our union employees' right to consider and vote on our proposal, and will be holding all comment until that process has been completed.
But temperatures for the most part into the 70s, and we do have a chance of rain for Roots and Blues and barbecue. We're going to keep our eye on it.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully that clears up.
We'll keep you posted.
Okay, good. Thanks, Rosie.
Sure.
Now, some people buy pianos to act as a decoration for their homes, but one piano in particular strikes more keys than just playing music. We'll have that next. But first, here are your lottery numbers. Good luck. The Show Me Music Club finished its fundraising project for the boys and girls town of Missouri today. The club has been working on the Keys for Kids piano project for 5 months now. KOMU8's Lauren Sanguinet tells us how the piano provides more than just entertainment benefits. Contestants in one beauty contest aren't strutting their stuff on a catwalk, but in a fish tank instead. 3,000 goldfish from 14 countries are part of an international beauty pageant in China. They're seeking the title of World Goldfish Queen. The fish are judged on breed, body shape, swimming gesture, color, and overall impression. One fish weighed in at nearly 4 pounds.
They're so pretty, those little fish. Let's talk for a minute. Back into the mid-40s, so get ready for fall.
Okay, thanks a lot, Rosie, and thanks for joining us. Be sure to stick around for the KOMU Sports Show that's next right here on KOMU.